Hey, wow, welcome back, everyone. In case I forgot to tell you, please like, share, and subscribe this video for more math content and possibly fundraising songs. We're going to talk about logarithms, some more difficult logarithm questions. This one here says that if log of 8 base 3 is a and log of 3 base 2 is b, how can you represent the following numbers in terms of a and b? Well, that's a good question. So the first one, I'm looking at A, and I'm looking at this one right here. And I can see, hey, you know what? They have the same base. That's really close. They have the same base. Man, if there was just some way I could change this. And you know what? We can. You know how? Isn't this just log of 8 base 3, times 2? Like that? Isn't that the same thing? Well, if that is log of 16 base 3, and we have it like that, well, remember we learned our little log rules about what do we do when stuff gets multiplied and all that good stuff. So isn't this simply log of 8 base 3 plus log of 2 base 3? Isn't it? Okay. Well, log of 8 base 3 is just a. In fact, let me color code this a little bit better. This right here is the same thing as this right here, so we could just say this is a. What about this other one, though? Because it looks like b, but the base and the argument are opposite. Is there some way we can deal with that? Is there some way we can, flip them or something? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, there is. Did you know that if, let me use a different color here. If you have some log and you want to switch that, it's the same thing as 1 over the switched part. So log of b base a. So for us here, this right here can be written as 1 over b. And so now we're done. And that is the answer. We have this in terms of a and b. Or we could do a plus b to the negative 1 if you prefer. Okay, any other ones we should do? Any requests? Oh, leave it there? Okay. You want me to do number 2? All right, let's do number 2. Number 2, well, we have a little division. You know what that means? That means log of 8 base 3 minus log of 3 base 3. You know what? Let me do some color coding here. I think that would help. I'm going to have to erase. Let's do this and this. And we'll call this 8. And this will be this 8 right here. And this 3 is going to be this 3 right here. And so when the argument gets divided, when it's 8 divided by 3, then we can just treat it as a subtraction problem, as we learned earlier in our log rules. And so we can just write these as minuses. And sometimes I get asked, how did you know to do that? How did you figure that out? Why did you do it like that? And my basic answer is, I do the things that I can do. I do the things that the log rules allow me to do, and I just guess and hope that that's what they want me to do, and I'm usually right. you just it's like breadcrumbs that they leave. They leave a little trail for you. They say, here's the thing. What do you do? And you just go step by step, piece by piece. You just follow where they lead you. And if they have a division, I decided as soon as I saw division, I was like, hey, that's minus. Should I split it up according to the minus? I don't know, but I will. Because that's a thing I can do. And I just do the thing that I can. I do the thing that's in front of me. I do the thing that I'm able to do and hope that that's probably what they want me to do. And you know what? Usually I'm right. So that's how I thought of that. Now, we're not done yet. Let's finish this here. So this one right here is clearly A. Did that work? It did not. All right. Okay, so this equals A. And then what about this one over here? What's log of 3 base 3? What's log of 3 base 3? 3 to what number is 3? Wow. Okay, guys. Look at this. Log of 3 base 3. Let's say this equals some unknown. What that means is that 3 to the x equals 3. And remember, 3 is just 3 to the 1. So doesn't that mean that x equals 1? Because these have to equal each other in order for the statement to be true. So this is just 1.
Does that apply to all of them? Like if it's always like
Yes, good question. So the question was, does this apply to all of them? And the answer is yes. So if you have log of x base x, this is going to be 1. Yeah. I don't know why I used x instead of a. It just came over me. I guess I didn't want it to be confused with the problem, the letters from the problem. Okay. Any other ones here? I like number 5. Do you like number 5?
wait, number 2 is done? No, I like number 4.
Yeah, it's a minus 1.
I like 5.
Do you like 4?
No, like I like the number 4.
4 is a little tricky. We could look at 4. I can think of a couple different ways to do it. We don't have time for all of them, though. So why don't you make a pick? 6. That does look nice.
6 and 7.
6 and 7. All right. Sure, why not?
That's what you're talking about.
All right.
Yeah, she's kidding, bro. Chill out.
All right, my friends. So we're gonna deal with number 6. And the important thing to remember about square roots is that they can also be written as an exponent, like a fractional exponent. So, for example, when I say square root of 3, that's the same thing as saying 3 to the 1/2 power. And so this is really simply log of 3 base 8 to the 1/2 power. Well, if you know what we can do with the exponents, then you realize that this is 1/2 times log of 3 base 8. And log of 3 base 8 is 1 over a because it's flipped from a. Remember, a is log of 8 base 3. And so log of 3 base 8 is 1 over 8. So this right here is 1/2 times 1 over a. And you could just write that as 1 over 2a. And that's that. Easy peasy. And if I remember correctly, you wanted number 7 as well. That's a nice one. That's lovely. That's just great. It's great. Yeah. I don't like 7. Alright, so I'm going to use the change of base formula because I don't like it. And so what I mean is I'm going to get this to be log of 6 divided by log of 1/9. Now my question is, what base should I use? I have an idea. I want to see if anyone else can figure this out. What base do you think I should use?
Use log 6 minus
3.
Okay, Kayla, what? Why 3?
Common factor.
Okay, common factor. Yes. And also because of the A and B already, there's a 3 in each of them, so we could deal with 3. So I agree. We should do 3 for both of these, and look what happens. This right here, the top one is going to be log of 3 times 2 base 3. More on that later. And this one down here is -2. Did you catch that?
No.
Yes. Okay. No. Let me explain. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everyone, settle down. Settle down. All right. Let me explain that one. I need some space. Let me just put this down here. So I had log of 1/9 base 3. And let's say this equals some value that we don't know.
Is this still 7?
This is, yes. This is still 7. I'm just using the space because I need the space. Because I'm trying to explain to you guys how I got this to be -2. Well, remember what this means. This is a logarithm, right? So this means that 3 to the x equals 1/9. How can I write 1/9 as some power of 3? Well, 1/9 is 1/3 squared. But then, what about the 1/? Well, the 1/, you mean like this?
No, other way. It's because
Down?
bases on it. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. So, isn't this then 3 to the -2? Because the negative exponent simply means 1/. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is that 3 to the x is really 3 to the -2. And they're the same thing. And so, therefore, x equals -2. And that's how I got this right here. Okay. And now continuing right here, this is log of 3 base 3, which I hope you all understand is 1, plus log of 2 base 3. And, oh, I thought it was b, but it's actually 1/b. Still pretty good, though. Over -2. So this is 1 plus 1/b, all divided by -2. I'm not a fan of that. Perhaps we can find some other way to express this. Or not. Are you fine with this?
Is this an acceptable answer?
It is acceptable for me. There are some ways to re-express this, but
So if you put this on a test, you would say yes.
Yes, I'll accept it. You can. So if you're dividing by -2, you can say it's -2/1 multiplied by the reciprocal. So you could say it's negative a half minus 1/2b. Is that better? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Either one is fine.
I like the top one better.
You like the top one better? Yeah. Such is life. All right. Anything else, or should we save it for another video?
Can we go back up for a second?
I think we'll just save it for another video. I just want to remind you all to like, share, and subscribe, and buy my imaginary merch that may or may not exist, depending on what's legal or not. Thank you, everyone.